Hi YouTube. So I'm going to be installing a couple of things this weekend, so I thought I'd actually record a bit of a driving video. So what we're installing here, hi guys, is the Spulen turbo outlet pipe. A Spulen throttle pipe. The Go Fast Bits DV Plus diverter valve. And finally, if I can figure this out without destroying the car, a Bull X 3-inch downpipe with a cat and an extra an O2 sensor that should not throw off a check engine light. I will do a tune in a couple of weeks, but for now that'll be what I do. So I'm going to be in manual DSG mode, and we'll just have the windows down, AC off, just try to get a little bit of sound and such, so we can compare it with the DV Plus that we have going on. So we're in third gear. We're at let's see, right now we're at 30 miles per hour. Let's floor it. Fourth gear, downshift. We're gonna do a second gear pull from 30 to 45. Here we go. So back to auto. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see what we'll do. We'll do another pull once I'm after this corner here. We'll see what we ended up, what the difference is, and the main difference is after doing the different upgrades. I think the DV Plus should be holding boost a bit longer, less delay between shifting, maybe throttle response perhaps. It doesn't really equal any performance, it's just sort of a perceived feeling, kind of like the Dogbone mount insert. Then there's the, let's do another pull here. So from 25. I don't know. So there'll be some perceived performance from that DV Plus. The Spulen throttle and turbo outlet pipes, it says if you do them in conjunction with each other, it adds 10 horsepower maximum at 150 and 199 per pipe. It's not exactly a cheap modification, but my thought is that sort of adding larger pipes or more firm aluminum things to my engine in support of the tuning, stage 2 tuning, will give my engine a bit more breathability and comfort, or I don't know the way to put it, but basically just set it up for success, not set it up for failure. So yeah, I'll do another video like this. It won't be on a hill, it'll be on a straight line tomorrow as I install different things. So thanks for watching as always, and I don't know if this will be one video or 3. We shall see. Alright, happy Friday everyone. Alright, just a quick under tour of what we got going on here. So for the R's all-wheel drive shaft here, for the rear wheels, you can see 2 of those bolts there had to come out, and then you turn the wheels together going forward, and you can spin that enough to get the other 2 out, the other one out. Also the heat shield there has to lift up a little bit, but we bent it back. O2 sensor fits just fine in there. Get a better angle here. Good flex. It fit through just fine with the drive shaft off, but it wasn't easy to get out without that taken off there. Another complication was the connection here for the pipe. I had to sort of stretch the heat blocker there out back a little bit, and then make sure you get no noise coming back, and you've got a little pipe here that goes from 3 inches to 2.5 inches. That's all off of the bottom part of the downpipe. Just a quick look at the Dogbone insert here from 034. That was pretty easy to do. And then right here, this metal piece here, this is the turbo outlet pipe going into the intercooler. And then over here you've got the throttle outlet pipe that comes down also in there. So I don't know how much you can see up there. We'll do a top side look as well. Hello Internet. Okay, this is sort of a tour of the engine as it is for today. I'm probably a little dirty and disheveled because it's been a long day, but here's the Golf R. It's been on the lift for like 5 days now, just because I keep doing it piece by piece, and my girlfriend's been driving me around. Yeah, that is really hot. It's hotter than I remember it being. Good thing to think about. So basically, just to give a overview here, you can see down there we've got the Spulen throttle outlet pipe. You'll see down here the Spulen turbo outlet pipe. With the Spulen pipe and the VWR intake, there was a really tight fit there, and in fact this is kind of bent back slightly, which is something that should be looked into. I mean, the thing is, the pipe itself isn't that thick, but the rubber piece that goes around it is quite thick, and that added to some thickness there, which made this kind of hard. I actually had to kind of push this in to get it secured. We got the Go Fast Bits DV Plus is here. Everything seems pretty tight. That's tight. We've got the Bull X downpipe here, 3-inch downpipe. I mean, when I first cranked it up, obviously the smell's gonna be rough because our fingers were all over it. But I mean, there was just a lot of heat coming off. There still is. I guess that's to be expected. Everything else is pretty much the same. You know, it was a lot of stuff actually. So we did Sunday. We did the Go Fast Bits DV Plus, and we started the Spulen turbo outlet and throttle outlet pipes, and then started trying to get the downpipe off. Monday we got the downpipe off after looking some things up on the internet, and now it's pretty much complete, feature complete. It's a little dirty. And then I'd say I still want to do down here this lower engine cover that ECS has. That's an OEM engine cover, just to cover all this part up. But for the most part, the insides of this thing aren't going to change much more. I want to keep it looking OEM as much as I can. There was I have to show you guys another time. Basically, there was a heat shield, an aluminum heat shield that was down there, and I couldn't get it back on, so we're without it now, which means there's basically like the CV joint, looks like, was what it was covering. I really don't know if it's going to cause a problem long term, so I'm going to take it over to the shop on Monday and ask them to put it on. So the next video will be you know, some acceleration tests, some inside cabin noise, outside cabin noise. Oh, and also I did a test drive a few minutes ago. No check engine light. I made sure I got about 219 for the oil temp. I gave it a few hard pulls. Oil temp stayed good. Coolant temp stayed good. Okay, starting up the car to go home. This video quality wouldn't be very good, but hopefully the audio works out. Here we go. It's mostly the low and the low, and then, you know, I think I'll keep this on the boost gauge actually when we partially launch. I'll do a regular drive mode launch. I'm not going to do sport mode. This is a quiet, sleepy town, but we'll keep it on the boost gauge for my own sort of reference later. It'd be nice to see that. We are at engine oil temp 178 or 180. It sounds good. Quite throaty, for sure. Let's drop down into third. Actually, let's stop recording for a second. All right, we are now at oil temp 195. I am going the speed limit, and soon we're going to actually be at an area where we can go from 30 mph to 60. So I will switch over to manual. We're in fifth. Still in the 30-mile-an-hour zone. Okay, third. What you do? Yeah, that's fine. Let's do a pull to 55. And we're in fourth. Still in fourth gear. Functioning okay. Looks good to me. All right, we're gonna go for a quick run here. quick pull onto the interstate. I'll probably try to keep this as close as I can on the on the boost gauge, but also on the speedometer. Oh, sport mode. All right. It's like 10 miles an hour now, 15 or so. So I stopped at 60. Because you really don't want to exceed the speed limit too much, especially at night when I watch my oil temp now to see how much higher it goes. Especially at night, you just don't want to, this thing's already noisy enough, but yeah, staying around 65, 68 on that highway is responsible. So oil temp, I saw it hit 224 earlier. I didn't look at it too closely before. I feel like it was always around 219. Is the 219 220 is probably the highest I saw it. And we're back in drive, not sport right now. 223. I'll have to look up to see how normal it is. Right now we're climbing a hill and we got it's like a 4 psi boost. Yeah, everything looks pretty normal. Okay, let's turn this around here. I've got some serious hat hair this evening. Good evening, everyone. So, wrapping up the video just quickly. I know we're already, let's see what the timestamp was, 11 and a half minutes, which is pretty long for a YouTube video. So just in summary, while we're here, it's probably better lighting this way. I talked to some guys online, looked at some stats. It looks like the oil temp range was just fine. The coolant stayed, dead center at 200. No spikes there. Noise inside was really good. Noise outside was a little bit louder than I was hoping for. The downpipe was definitely adds some noise to the car, especially once you're in the 3,000 to 5,000 RPM range. I'm sure if I was just putzing along without any throttle aggression, it would be pretty quiet. The 034 Motorsport Dogbone insert added some bumpiness and a cold start, and then it went away once the engine was warmed up. But it was a nice mod. I mean, $42 is pricey for a piece of aluminum, but it added certainly, it felt good on the throttle response. Certainly felt like I was more connected to the car, which was good. Unfortunately, because that was done at the same time as the Go Fast Bits DV Plus, I really don't know how much the 034 Dogbone insert and the DV Plus were working together against each other. I don't know. I did feel the Spulen pipes, the throttle outlet and the turbo outlet, and they were going to the intercooler. I felt those after a hard run. They felt warm to the touch, but not hot. So I guess I'll just keep an eye on those. On Monday, I go down to Lee, New Hampshire to a tuning garage. They've got an all-wheel drive dyno. They do United Motorsports tunes. We're going to start off with an hour of them looking over my downpipe install, reinstalling the heat shield that goes over my it's like a CV joint / ABS component there. It's an aluminum piece. They'll reinstall that. I asked them just to look over my work just to make sure that there's no nothing done incorrectly. Most importantly, that there's no gas leaks or any sort of gas substances, not fuel, but boost leak, turbo leak, outlet leak, air intake leak, whatever. Then we'll do the stage. Well, United Motorsports doesn't offer a stage 2. They offer a stage 1, but you tell them you have a downpipe and they can tweak the tune that way. So we'll do a tune with them, the ECU plus DSG or the TCU tune, and then we'll throw it on a dyno. How are we doing on time? Oh, wow, 2 and 3 minutes. Okay, sorry. So, as far as difficulty and what I did this weekend, I think if I had really good instructions on how to remove the downpipe, everything would have been done on Sunday. The fact that I didn't means that everything just took... I probably spent 8 hours... 8 hours, I think, of the 15 hours of work that I did over the weekend and Monday and tonight was was spent watching YouTube videos, trying to get stuff to work. It just was, you know, a pain in the butt. But I think that with some good documentation on my end, I'll be able to help other people with this, you know, the upgrades I did today. I'm sorry these are all in one video, but I just felt lazy and didn't really shoot the right content to make this all work together separately. So this will be a 15-minute video, I guess. I'll definitely post another one after I've done the United Motorsports tune, and I'll probably shoot it on the way back from southern New Hampshire, since I'll have 2 hours to kill. And yeah, the car basically is feature complete. I mean, you know, from this point on, it's the next big purchase will be ordering wheels and tires for the winter time, and then planning next year's mods. You know, it'll be pretty cold to be doing my own work on it. Too cold to detail it, too cold to do anything. So, love the car though. The Golf R is fantastic, and I've had fun modding it. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate all the comments and all the YouTube activity lately. It's been really nice. I think I made like $40 last month on YouTube ads, which is weird. So you guys paid for the Dogbone insert, I guess. All right, well that's it for now, and I'm gonna sip some bourbon and edit some videos. Good night.